back to another video, guys. Glad you guys are tuning in. Thank you to all the new subscribers. We truly appreciate it, and without you guys, we wouldn't be able to do any of this stuff. So we're gonna be going over today what we're doing to the Audi. I've mentioned to some of you guys in the comments that something big is coming, and here it is, guys. Might not look like much, but we got a table full of parts here. What this is gonna allow us to do is go full stage 3 APR on the Audi behind me here. It's gonna be amazing. So hopefully when we're done, we're gonna be putting out, right around 400 wheel horsepower, and I think like 430 some odd wheel torque. It's pretty decent on a car like this, let's just say that. And there's headroom there if we go up to 100 octane to make even more power. And I mean, I think they've even got a 104 octane file, which just makes gobs of power. So anyway, at the base of this is gonna be the TTE 420 by the Turbo Engineers. This is gonna be the heart of the whole operation here. The rest of this is really just auxiliary to supply the engine with enough fuel to run this turbo. So for those of you not familiar, the TTE 420 uses a, 2781X billet intake wheel. You'll look down in the corner here, he'll tell you what the right wheel is that's inside of this. I'm probably wrong, but what I do know is that the exhaust side uses a K16 turbine that's clipped. That's the light in the wheel, and so it doesn't have as much back pressure, it can spool up pretty quick, etc., etc. But this is what's going to allow us to do everything we want us to do. So coming up next here, we got the fuel pump control module by TorqueBite. So when you go and you put a TTRS fuel pump in your TT, it will just be a plug and play situation. You can plug your connector into here, you can put the fuel pump in, everything will work as it should until you go to make power. So the issue with the stock fueling on the TT is the wire gauge that actually goes to the fuel pump is too thin. So what TorqueBite's done here is they've supplied an all-in-one kit here that actually piggybacks off of your fuel pump control module. So you don't need to go out and get a TTRS fuel pump control module. I already looked, they're over $1,000 if you can find them. This TorqueBite PCM or PM4 is actually a little over $600 with shipping. It's going to get you around $700 to your door. And what this allows you to do is literally plug and play a TTRS fuel pump without having to worry about the wiring getting strained by the amount of amperage this pump is pulling through the stock loom. So you can't just go and throw this pump in your Audi and throw that turbo on and go stage 3 and expect there to be no problems. You're likely going to run into fuel cuts, and that's because this wiring can't supply enough current to keep the fuel pressure up through the vehicle. Okay, so that's something we're going to be addressing, and we're going to make sure it's done right, and that's why we got this module here to streamline everything. Cool feature about this TorqueBite fuel pump control module is that it comes with a USB here, and you can actually hook it up to your computer and tune this to put out however much fuel you want. From what I've seen online, the user interface is really easy. It's really straightforward on how to set this up to run any pump you want at any amount of fluid per hour. You can adjust all of that within the software for this, but luckily for us, if you order this with the harness and everything required for Volkswagen Audi vehicles, it comes pre-programmed. You literally just plug it all in and it works. If you wanted to, you could drop this in your stock TT, just this, and you could drive around all day with a TTRS fuel pump just fine, no big deal. So the last part we've got here is the APR 155 bar fuel pressure relief valve. So this is necessary because the stock valve I think is only 125 bar. And at 125 bar, it's actually going to be dumping fuel because the APR software is going to request more than 125 bar fuel at any time. So we're going to put this in to mitigate that issue. It's required for the tune, and she's going to rip, boys. It's going to be great. I really hope you guys are excited to see how this thing drives. I know I am. When we get to tuning it, we're going to be taking it to a local shop here. We'll see. They may want to put the car on the dyno to see what kind of power it makes. I'm not going to pay them extra for that service just because I already know the power figures based on APR's website. We're at a higher altitude. I could expect a slightly less horsepower and torque due to that fact. I mean, at a higher elevation here, we have less air pressure available, so we're not going to be making as much boost, period. You can't get around that. All right, guys, so that'll be a wrap for today's video. Really, we just wanted to come out and show you guys what we've got going on and what we've got planned for the next couple of weeks here. So as we get all this stuff installed, we're going to continue bringing you guys new content, and I hope you guys tune along and stick on for the ride, because boy, she's gonna be a fun ride when it's all done. Stay tuned, you guys, and make sure you hit that subscribe button, and keep looking for them notifications, because we're gonna keep bringing you guys good content. Peace out.